2025 was the year of being an NPC. You watched too much anime, you smoked too much weed, you drank too much alcohol, and you ate too much McDonald's. But 2026, we're back, we're dialed in, and you're ready to finally build that anime physique. And in this video, I'm going to be teaching you exactly how we're going to do that. I used to be extremely skinny, almost anorexic, had no muscles, no confidence, didn't like looking at myself in the mirror, and I didn't know what to do in the gym, didn't know what to eat. I thought gaining weight was impossible. And then during the pandemic, scamdemic, whatever you want to call it, I was locked in my room, forced to be locked in the house, and I decided I'm going to start watching anime. Got back into anime, and I saw the big, jacked muscles of all the characters, and I decided, that's it. I'm going to build me an anime physique. And over the past 3 years or so, I've been able to build a decent physique, quite the impressive physique, I would say, especially compared to where I started. And I'm going to show you exactly what I did and how you can build the same physique. So the first things first, when we're starting to build an anime physique, the main thing we're going to focus on is the upper body. Don't get me wrong, guys. Of course, legs are important. Of course, we're going to be training some legs too. But the main thing as men that we see or that gets noticed is going to be the shoulders, the wide shoulders, the chest, the arms, and that V taper shape. So we want to have like a skinny, slim waist, wide shoulders, like a slice of pizza or a Dorito, and fill out the shirts. And we don't want to be shaped like a pear where the stomach is big and the shoulders are skinny. So we don't want to go for that. So first things first, we're going to want to hit the shoulders. We're going to want to develop some big, giant boulder shoulders. So I'm going to go through some exercises that you can do to build those giant boulder shoulders. Fill out your shirts and look good, look wide, look strong. So the first one is going to be dumbbell shoulder press. So this one is fairly straightforward. You're just going to take 2 dumbbells, lift them over your head, and press them straight up. Obviously, with shoulders, you want to be careful. You don't want to injure your shoulders. So don't go too heavy to start. You might also want to warm up your shoulders with some shoulder openers, some dumbbells. Just get everything moving. So the shoulder press is going to target the front delt mostly, which is, it's already targeted with chest workouts like bench press, but you still want to hit some shoulder pressing movements. And I think dumbbell shoulder press is one of the best movements for that. Next, we're going to move on to hit the side delt. So what we can do for side delt is going to be dumbbell lateral raises. So for that one, you're going to take a much lighter weight and you're going to just raise it to your side, elbows slightly bent. And you want to keep the tension off your traps. You want to keep your traps relaxed while you're doing it. So you're just going to lead with your elbows and not with your hands. You want to think about raising your elbows towards the sky, keeping a slight bend, and keeping all the tension on your side delt. And the last shoulder movement that we're going to target today is going to be the machine shoulder press. This one you can go a bit heavier on because you don't have to worry about the stabilizer muscles. So you can sit down on the machine, it's pretty safe, you can put it a bit heavier, and then you're just gonna press the weight straight overhead. Similar motion to the dumbbell press, but this one's gonna be supported. You can lift heavier, you can get those giant, massive, juicy shoulders, so you can pick your wife up, put her on your shoulder, and just kidnap her away like Tengen Uzui did in the Entertainment District arc. Okay. So those 3 are comprehensive to start off with shoulders. Now we're going to talk about the chest, the chesticles, the juicy anime Garu chest. So we can do the titty bouncing. Okay, sorry, got carried away. So for chest, most people's chest is going to be lacking the upper chest. So a lot of people say to just do bench press. Bench press is a great movement, don't get me wrong, but you're not really going to target that upper chest to get that shelf that's lacking on most people. So I would say the most important chest movement is going to be incline dumbbell bench press. If you want to get that V taper, you got to have the top of the chest sculpted. Okay, so we're going to hit some barbell incline bench press for this one. Just going to set up the barbell, lift it off, lower it down to your chest. You can touch your chest. Don't really want to rest it too much on your chest. but you want to lower it down, feel a good stretch in that chest, and then you're just going to push it straight up overhead. Make sure you're squeezing your chest. Keep your elbows tucked to the side a bit, not flared out too much, and that's going to keep the tension on the chest the whole time. So that's a great movement you can do for your chest. Next up, to also target that upper chest, we can do some dumbbell incline bench press, which is going to give you more range of motion because each arm has a separate weight and you're not limited by the bar's mobility. So that's another great movement. You're just going to lie back on an incline bench, press the weight overhead, similar motion, elbows tucked to the side, and you're going to squeeze your chest on the way up and feel the stretch on the way down. So that's another great one to hit the upper chest. And the last one we're going to do for this video is just a machine chest press. This one you can go a bit heavier because you do have the machine support. You don't have to balance any weight, so less risk of injury. You can go heavy for this one. Simple, just sit on the machine, press forward, lean back, and then pull it back, and then feel the stretch in your chest, and then push forward again, keeping the tension on your chest the entire time. So you don't want to let your triceps and shoulders do too much of the work. You want to try to keep the motion on your chest. All right, so now that we have the shoulders done, chest is done, next we're going to move on to the arms. Big arms are like love charms. If you want to be a main character and get all the anime women and not be an otaku, you're going to have to train some arms. So for arm development, the most important thing is actually not the biceps. I know when people think of arms, they think of double bicep flexing, but the bicep is only about 1/3 of your arm's muscle mass, and the tricep is going to comprise most of the arm muscle. It's going to be about 2/3. So if you want bigger arms, we're going to focus on the triceps. So for triceps, we're going to do some cable tricep push downs. Simple, just going to set up you can set up a bar, or you can set up one of the cable handles, and then you're just going to push down, extend your triceps fully, and then bend your arms back up to about 90 degrees. You don't want to go too high with your arms. Just keep the tension on the triceps and then push down, slow and controlled on the way up. So that's a great one to hit your triceps. And the next tricep exercise we're going to talk about today for this video for those big giant anime triceps is going to be the single arm cable tricep extension. Similar concept, you're going to just take the handle off and you're just going to grab the cable straight, and then you're just going to extend your arm down and back, and you're going to really feel that in your tricep. Single arm, so you're going to get that unilateral development. It's going to fix all muscle imbalances, and then you're just going to slowly let your arm come back up to bent position with the bent elbow, and then straighten it back out. So those two are going to be great for tricep development. And of course, we cannot forget biceps. We can't forget the biceps. So for biceps, we're going to do some easy bar curls. You're just going to grab an easy bar, stand up nice and tall, straight, elbows at your side, and you're just going to curl the weight up to about your chest height, around there, and you're going to feel the tension on your biceps. Lower it back down, feel a bit of a stretch in the bicep, and then you're going to come back up, squeezing throughout the entire motion, and then not letting the tension off the biceps at the bottom. So I did mention a bit of a stretch there, but in that straight position, it is hard to hit the bicep fully. So what you want to do is either a preacher curl or a decline or incline bicep curl on a bench. So you're either going to set up the preacher curl, which I'll explain now. So the preacher curl is going to allow your elbows to fully straighten, and you'll feel a great stretch at the bottom, which is good for the bottom of the bicep development. You're going to feel that stretch way more than if you're just doing a standard motion with your biceps at your side. So preacher curls are great. Feel the stretch at the bottom, curl the weight up to your chest, use the platform for elbow support, lower it back down, raise it back up again. And that's going to be a good one. And the incline or decline bench that I mentioned, you're just going to set up an incline bench, lean all the way back on it with 2 dumbbells, and then you're going to let your elbows hang to the side. Feel the stretch at the bottom of the motion. Get those lower biceps pop in, and then curl it up. Just curl it up straight. And then don't let your elbows move too much. Keep your elbows straight. Keep your elbows about the same position, and just let your biceps do all the work. So now that we've covered the arms, the shoulders, the chest, we're pretty much ready to have the anime physique. The last thing we're going to do is sculpt the obliques. And I got 2 exercises to sculpt those obliques. Don't worry about the people saying, oh, your obliques are going to be too big and blocky, like a big block Roblox waist. No, 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 no. It's okay. We're going to train the obliques, part of the abs. So the first one we're going to do for that is going to be cable chops. So just set up a cable at about chest height, or you can do high to low cable chops where you put it above. But for this video, I'll just demonstrate normal cable chops. You're going to grab the handle and the cable about chest or shoulder height, and then you're just going to turn your body with your obliques, one arm straight, one side all the way to the other, almost like you're swinging a baseball bat. So you're going to do that, and then slow and controlled on the way back. And this is going to let you really train those obliques, really train that core, which is also going to help you strengthen your other body parts, because a strong core equals a strong body, meaning you can lift more, you can be more functional, and you can play your sports, or you can do whatever else that anime characters do. And then the next one, you may have seen this one, you may have not, is going to be a cable bicycle. So that's going to target your abs and your obliques. So you're just going to lie down on your back, set up a cable with a rope or a bar, and then you're going to put it behind your head, and then you're just going to perform a bicycle movement, trying to touch your elbows to your knees. Opposite elbow, opposite knee, slow and controlled. This one's really going to cook your obliques, cook your abs, and you're just going to look super shredded. Get that V-taper look that you've always wanted. And then once you're done that, you're going to pretty much have that anime physique. So add those exercises to your routine, hit the gym at least 3 times a week, and go hard, train like a protagonist, train like a main character, and let's level up and get that anime physique 2026. If you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please, guys, help out the channel. I'll be putting out much more consistent videos like this. Drop a comment. Who's your favorite anime character, or which anime character do you want to look like in 2026? And I can make a video on that. Stay juicy, stay sexy. Let's become the main character 2026. See you guys in the next one.